All right, it is 4:30, so we will call this meeting of Dunn County's Judiciary and Law Committee to order. And we'll check the rolls. Supervisor Wilsey, Supervisor Jetson, Supervisor Gilbert, and myself are here. Supervisor Vandermeulen is absent today. And approval of the minutes from back in November of last year. I'll need a motion for that. Supervisor Gilbert moves. Supervisor Jetson seconds. Any discussion on the minutes or changes, additions? All in favor of accepting the minutes from November 2024, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes are approved. Public comments today? Katie, nope, no public comments. And we are on to the staff reports. And you all received the reports in your packets. And first up is Sarah with the CJCC. Thanks for the report. Anything you'd like to add or highlight?
Yes, thank you. Just want to note that I put a budget resolution through the Committee on Administration for 2 new grants that the CJCC received. We received $100,000 to enhance our treatment court and $250,000 to support law enforcement opioid abatement efforts, where we're going to look to hire a case manager for the sheriff's office. So those 2 budget adjustments were introduced to admin and did pass. So they'll go through the process for budget adjustment.
Okay, great. Thank
And
you.
I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Anybody have any questions from Sarah's report? Nope. Thank you. Next up is the district attorney. Andrea, thank you for your report. Anything you'd like to highlight or add?
Just seems like a long time because I might have missed the November meeting since I've been at one. Just happy that it's a new year and hopefully a slower year. So, no, things are looking good so far.
Questions for the district attorney? Oh, there's Carl. He's lost. Thank you. Okay. We will move on to child support. Josie, thank you for your report. And anything you'd like to highlight or add to it?
No, was thinking today that it's the last week of January already, and I'm not really sure where the time has gone. So I'm sure there's other things to add, but I'll just put it on next month's report. Unless anybody has any questions.
Carl? We're going to be in this room now, apparently, for standing committee meetings.
Through infinity, or?
For the time being, I think. Yeah. I don't know. We won't be here through infinity, so we'll see how that goes, or we won't. Okay, up next is emergency management. Melissa, thank you for your report. Anything you'd like to add or highlight?
Nothing really to add to my report or highlight from that, but I just want to make you aware that I will be doing a couple budget adjustments coming up. We were awarded a couple different grants. One is the one that I kind of spoke about, where this committee would be the steering committee, which is the all hazard mitigation plan. We do it every 5 years, and this is our year to complete that that process for that. So I'll be doing a budget adjustment to include that. And really, it's just a pass through. Any money we're awarded will just pass through to the planning agency that'll handle that grant for us. And then the other one is an adjustment to the NG 911 grant, which I was awarded several months ago. I did an adjustment to increase that amount. So I'll be doing a budget adjustment for those two things. But if you have any questions on anything, I can try and answer them.
Thank you. Any questions for Melissa? Questions? Thank you. And Marcy with the medical examiner's office is at a conference today. And her report is in here if anyone has any questions. I might send her an email and ask what the specific numbers are, because she reported that there was an 80% rise in suicides from 2023 to 2024 in Dunn County, and a 65% increase in drug overdoses. Just wondering what those numbers are. That's pretty jarring. And next up is the sheriff's office. The sheriff is also not here today. He's feeling ill, but I'm sure he would answer any questions you may have about his report. It was in large part highlighting the services they held for Officer Jeff Reynolds, and how the department covered shifts during those memorial services. And then we are up to the clerk of courts. Katie, anything you would like to add or highlight?
I don't have anything additional to add unless there's questions.
Could I add something that I forgot?
Sure.
It kind of falls under courts too, but we had the Darren Osborne prosecution. It was the man that assisted his son in hiding the 4 corpses, and then he also committed a pretty egregious battery in our jail too. But I guess I wanted to commend the jailers as well as the courtroom staff and how necessary it was. He was never had such an out of control defendant in court. He had to be actually, shackled and then bolted to the floor. He was appointed a number of different attorneys and had a very quick temper, and was really a history of coming at jailers as well. And so I think the sheriff's office and the court security was very much needed in these cases. And throughout the whole case, he's now left and gone to prison. And so I'm sure a big relief for our jail, but he has been an extreme handful, and it was really evident through that case how important it was to have court security. And Judge Peterson handled both of those cases. He was extremely patient and kind, and but he would probably call our office. I don't know, Katie, if he called yours a lot, but many, many times a day, demanding to speak to me and my staff, and wrote all kinds of letters. And so just one person caused a lot of work for a number of agencies, and really proud of the work that the sheriff's office, jailers, courts, we all did on it. So just thought you should be aware.
Yeah, thank you. How is a person incarcerated able to call so much?
Fired all of the attorneys, and so he was representing himself. So he has the right to make calls, and the jail also allows calls to be made as well. So,
Okay.
and they can have video visits, and yeah.
Thank you. Any questions for the district attorney or for the clerk of courts? Oh, all right. And that brings us to announcements. Does anyone have any announcements? All right. Then at 4:39, we are adjourned.